What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that instant analysis on analysisplayground.com on YouTube. And we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers defeating the Charlotte Hornets 126 to 105. Another blowout tonight. The Charlotte Hornets really just didn't have enough offense. They couldn't score. They looked dysfunctional. They really didn't have an answer defensively either. They just a young team with a lot of young bucks trying to go at people's heads, and they just couldn't get it together. Organized wise on both ends of the court. They just a bunch of talented guys playing with each other, trying to figure out how to win with each other. They need to grow, they need to learn, and they need to figure out how they actually want to play and find an identity offensively and defensively of how they need to play to win basketball games. PJ Washington, 11 points, negative 24 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 1 block. 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 7 from the field. He's been decent all season. He just got to figure out how to be a better shooter on the perimeter. That will really help the offense. He was doing better a couple seasons ago. Seemed like he regressed a little bit. He needs to get back to that. Gordon Hayward been injury prone still in Charlotte. He's a huge part of what they do. A guy that can play make, handle the ball, make quick decisions, and really make some good decisions in the crunch time to help LaMelo Ball out. But he's just been too injured to really be able to produce at a high level on a basketball court. And it's unfortunate for him that it happens because the Charlotte Hornets really do need another guy that can score on the wing and shoot threes and be a playmaker. He can do all those things, but when you're healthy, you're getting worse and worse and worse. And then you have to figure out how to do it all over again because he's been so injured, missing so much time that it can hurt you that bad when you try to return. And now he's returning. He looks bad again. But he has 6 points, negative 13 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 steal, 3 assists. He did have 9 rebounds, 0 of 4 from the 3-point line, 3 of 12 from the field. You just hope he can get healthier and really help this team a lot more. 18 points for Miles Plumlee. He did good attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line. Negative 13 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 4 assists from the free throw line, 7 to 9 from the field. You just hope he rebounds the ball better with both hands too, and box out better. It helped the team a lot. LaMelo Ball, 25 points, negative 25 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls. He also did have 7 turnovers, 2 steals, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds, so a triple double for LaMelo Ball. He's going to be on watch because of that. He can get fast rebounds. He can get good outlets, passes. He can also take the rebound and make quick decisions. I love how he reads the floor better this year. He just offensively, he just a little streaky, and it's just because he hasn't been healthy. He has to get back in rhythm. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 13 from three. He shot some tough ones and some ugly ones up. That's why his 3-point percentage has been a little low. He's taking the good, the bad, and ugly even late in the shot clock. When it comes to 3-point shots, he needs to get some in the floor of the offense too, and get some spot ups that can really help his confidence up too. When he sees the ball go in, he also is 10 of 26 from the field. If he's not chucking threes and hitting floaters, he doesn't really do much else because he's not the greatest finisher either. He needs to work on that to improve his game. Not trying to diss him, just trying to help him improve his game because he's a great player. Kelly Oubre Jr., 13 points, negative 39 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 2 assists, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 6 from the 3-point line, 4 of 15 from the field. McDaniels, 16 points net, +1 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 2 steals, 9 rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, 5 of 5, 5 of 15 from the field. He really did take a lot of shots. You want to see him be aggressive and look for his shots, as he is a big part of what they're going to do in the future. Hopefully, he's long, he's lanky, he can really use his defense in his hands to get steals, and he can really cover a lot of space. He is an integral part of what they might be building on. You just like to see him take more shots within the offense because they're going to need him to do that in the future. Jones, Kai Jones, 2 points, plus three and plus minus. He didn't take one field goal and he made it. JT Thor, 1 point, plus two and plus minus, two personal fouls, one assist. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Richard, 7 points, plus two and plus minus, one personal foul, one block, two rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from the 3 point line. 3 of 3 from the field. Theo Maladon, 3 points plus two. Teo Maladon, 3 points plus two and plus minus, one personal foul, 4 steals, 4 assists, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the field. And James Bouknight really didn't play that much this game, only played 3 minutes. You just hope he can be a bigger part of what they do. He was a high draft lottery pick for them. You want him to be a big part of their offense and their defensive schemes, and he can score. He can score off the ball. He can score on the ball. He just has to do it against the best competition, which is the NBA starters, which he hasn't proven that he can do just yet. He did have 1 steal and 1 rebound, 1 of 1 from the 3 point line, 1 of 2 from the field. 3 minutes is too low. I understand why he's getting it, but he has to look at what he can do better and how he can improve and put that work in and get back on the court as a starter. And hopefully he can do that this season because they need him, especially because Terry Rozier is out. 40% from the field as a team, 29% from three, 75% from the free throw line. They also had 40 rebounds as a team, 25 assists, 15 steals, which is a huge amount. That's how they got back in the game. They also had 2 blocks, 14 turnovers, and 18 personal fouls. They scored 105 points. They got outscored 37-19 in the first quarter, 34-21 in the second quarter. They did outscore them 34-26 in the third quarter and 31-29 in the fourth quarter to make it look a little bit better, but it was still a huge blowout, a massive loss to the Clippers, who really came out and executed well and played their game to the best of their ability. Kawhi Leonard looked it decent tonight. 16 points, plus 28 and plus minus, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 assists from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from the 3 point line, 5 of 12 from the field. Marcus Morris Sr., 13 points, plus 9 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 4 from the 3 point line, 4 of 7 from the field. Zubac got injured, so he didn't play as much. 4 points, plus 2 and plus minus, 5 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 assist, 8 rebounds, 2 of 3 from the field. Reggie Jackson, 10 points, plus 22 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the 3 point line, 3 of 5 from the field. And Paul George had the best game tonight as a starter. 22 points, plus 28 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls. He did have 7 turnovers, but he did have 2 blocks and 1 steal, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and he was 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 of 10 from the 3 point line, 7 of 15 from the field. Nicholas Batum had a huge game, 21 points, plus 19 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 7 of 10 from the 3 point line, 7 of 10 from the field. He just really spaced the floor well, moved without the ball, and really just knocked down the shots that was open. And that was the detriment of the Hornets. They just couldn't guard anybody, just couldn't stay in front of anybody. They kept breaking down the defense and finding shooters, finding cutters, and getting out in transition because the Hornets missed a lot of shots. And that just caused a lot of havoc and chaos, and it just led to a big blowout. Robert Covington, 2 points, -3 and plus minus, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 0-1 from the 3 point line, 1 of 2 from the field. Dwight Norman Powell, 14 points, -8 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 0 of 2 from the 3 point line, 4 of 8 from the field. Brown, 0 points, -3 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, zeros across the board. John Wall did play 4 points, plus 2 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls. He did have 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. He also had 3 assists and 2 rebounds. He was 0 of 3 from the 3 point line, 2 of 6 from the field. Terrence Mann did get a little bit of feisty pushing, but they kept him in the game. He had 8 points, -7 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 3 turnovers, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 from the 3 point line, 2 of 5 from the field. Luke Kennard had another great game off the bench, provided ball handling. And spacing, 12 points, plus 19 and plus minus one personal foul, one turnover, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 of 8 from the 3-point line, 4 of 8 from the field. And Coffee, 0 points, -3 and plus minus, 1 assist, zero from the field, 3 in the free throw line because he didn't attempt any. They shot an amazing 50% from the field, 46% from three, which is excellent. And 91% from the free throw line, which is absolutely astonishing. I love the fact that they did 50, 40, 90 at the highest level. Just did a breeze offensively. It was just too easy for them out there. And they just made the passing, the facilitating, and the isolation look like it was just too easy out there for them. And they just put out an offensive clinic. 48 rebounds. They also had 29 assists, 6 steals, 7 blocks, 27 turnovers, 22 personal fouls, and they scored 126 points. The Clippers improved to 19 and 14, 11 and 7 at home. The Charlotte Hornets fall to 8 and 24. They're 4 and 13 away from Charlotte, and that was the game for them, and that was the game story. One team came out, was veteran, was smart, was witty, took their time, was patient, executed, ran all the plays and everything they wanted to do to perfection, and they was able to do that very easily against the Charlotte Hornet that gambled, took risks, took steals, and gambles, but also couldn't make a shot in the half court. They had to get out in transition to get back into the game, which they never really got back into, but they just made it look a little bit more better than what they did at the end of the game by playing a little harder, taking their chances a little bit more smarter, and that came, with the ability to cut the lead a little bit, but it never really got into a range where the Clippers felt threatened, and they was able to close it out pretty easily. And it was a pretty good game for the Clippers. I'm proud of the Clippers. Sometimes they look like a well-oiled machine. Sometimes they look like a sloppy machine that's barely running, that needs some oil and some WB-40. And sometimes they look like a team that just don't have enough in them to play 48 minutes. We don't know what type of Clipper team going to show up sometimes. It's unfortunate. It's sad, but that's what an old veteran team is. Sometimes the injuries bug gets them. Sometimes, that they get up for a certain game to show that they can still have it. Can they do it for a 7-game series? Can they do it for a whole playoff run? That's going to be the biggest question still for them. They can beat anybody when they put their mind to it, but can they do a 7-game series? Can they do it for a 3 to 4 series? That's going to be the question. And that's one that they're going to have to prove that they can answer before the season is over. Continue to like, continue to support. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. Check out my podcast, check out my description. Also hit the notification bell to be notified when the video comes out. Also continue to like and share. Liking and sharing helps the channel grow. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out.